everybody, it's me Tokkuri Yashi, and we are back with the 7th anniversary finally officially getting kicked off and underway with lots of new information and lots of new characters. And the first one of those we're going to be looking at today is the Alpha Christina, who is the second of the 7 crowns to be released as part of this 7th anniversary story event. So let's jump into it then. First of all, we're going to have a look at her banner then. As we can see here, it is here till the 20th. We have got double rates on this banner, and remember, we're also getting free pulls on this banner too, 1 a day for the entire length of this banner. So obviously, a sensible thing to do is wait until the last day of the banner before you put any jewels into this. If you don't have it by then, you will be halfway to pity. So it'll only be 15k jewels to guarantee a copy of it. Something to consider. If I end up myself in that position, I will be going to pity. Well, don't say that. I will be summoning for her if we don't get her with the free jewels. And hopefully we will get her, because it is still a very good offer. But is she really that good? And do we really want her on your team? Well, we're going to have a look at that in 1 minute. But first, seeing as we are here, we've also been given these free tickets as part of the rewards from the anniversary streams. This first one here gives you 1 free 3-star character, so we're going to use this here. It is up to Spring Suzume, so any character up to Spring Suzume that is a permanent character could be here. More than likely we're just going to get DAs, but it's nice to have free. And there we go, I get DAs. We're going to get a Magical Girl, Monica. So there's no reason why not using them. The other ticket here we have got is going to give us a 5-star EX piece of equipment. So you can pick, I guess it looks like you can pick which one you want from here. So worth using these. Go ahead, and hopefully you're more lucky than me on there and you get a permanent character that you didn't have. First, we're going to just have a quick look at this image here. We can see she's a dark character, a physical character. She is also got this new role here of attacker. But what we want to have a look at here first is her loop pattern. This loop pattern is quite important. As we can see here, she has got a chain of 10 actions as her first set of actions there. The last one of those is the skill 2. This skill 2 is only used once. It is the 10th action that she performs. Then she goes into this little loop here of skill 1, attack, which is a very good loop pattern. A skill 2, like we just said, they're being used as the 10th attack, could be quite important when we go over looking at her skills. There we go. Let's go in then and have a look at what she actually does. Bear in mind, this skill 2 is once only, and at the 10th skill she will be using. So we will jump over here then to have a look at Christina's skills. And because of this skill 2 being extremely powerful and only used once as a 10th action, we'll have a look at that first. It does affect her union base and her skill 1. So here we go. With this skill 2, she will grant herself an imaginary number status. And when this imaginary number status is up, this character's union based, Christina's union based, and skill 1, the damage will always hit and always be a crit. She will also gain 20k plus 12k per dark element ally physical attack, so we'll get a physical attack boost and a critical damage boost of 10% plus 6% per dark element character. Once again, it looks like they are trying to limit some of these characters to the own elemental team, one elemental team. It will hold her back very slightly. Obviously, she'll be most powerful on a full dark team, but I don't think this is any reason to say, she's rubbish, we don't want to summon for her. On top of all of this, she still also gains more 15 TP boost for the rest of the fight and physical damage invulnerability. Now that sounds like it could be an extremely strong skill. We'll have to see how that works. So this skill 2, very powerful, but it's the 10th action that she performs. You have to bear that in mind. You will not be having it up for the first few union based and skill 1s, so they're not going to have that. So what do? Here's the Union based, which greatly increases her own physical attack power, deals large physical damage to all enemies, and slightly decreases their physical defense. 9.9k buff to her own physical attack, 133 physical defense down to all enemies. Yes, she is a multiple target damage dealing character. It's 2.4 times physical attack. If that imaginary number is up, it's guaranteed to hit and crit. If the imaginary number status is also up, on top of that, she will have an additional single target physical damage of 7.2 times their physical attack, which will hit the lowest physical defense enemy, and again that is guaranteed to crit, which looks extremely strong. So let's jump over then and have a look at the skill 1. Very similar to the Union base, and it deals moderate physical damage to all enemies in front, 1.8 times physical attack. If imaginary status is up, again guaranteed to crit. On top of that, with this imaginary status up, she will give herself 150 TP and do an additional single target physical attack at 3.6 times, aimed at the lowest physical defense enemy. If you're fighting a boss, there's only one enemy, so it's always going to hit them. If you're fighting someone in Deep Quest, perhaps, for example, you have Joker in the team right at the back, she's nuking you, this could potentially pick her off if she's the one that has the lowest physical defense. But as we can see here, both the skill 1 and the Union based are multiple target and single target, so it looks like she's a character that will probably work pretty well on a physical multiple target team, and she could also work as a single target character on a single target team. And that claim for her working on a single target team has been shown here with this team here against 710 Dark Deep Quest. She is allowing you to now fully auto this 710 Deep Quest stage if you do have her, and you can build this team, which is pretty good. I think she will work pretty well in Deep Quest, both on multiple target teams and on the single target teams. But when it comes to clan battle, this is the boss that we fought last clan battle that the Dark multiple target team was really good for. This is the team that we used that was the most damaging composition. I really do think that Christina is going to allow this team to do more damage against tough guys in these clan battle stages. I would imagine that it will be the Edo Mitsuki that will be removed from this team for Christina. Because if I had her, we could run through and do a little bit of a run, and it's very unlikely that anybody has her to borrow at the moment because she's only been out a few hours by the time I'm making this recording, so we can't do that. We'll maybe have a look at that in the future, but I'm pretty sure that this Christina, the Alpha Christina, is going to increase the damage bar for this Dark physical team, both on the physical single target and the multiple target team. So if you want to build a Dark physical team, it's very likely that you're going to want to have this Christina on regardless of the damage type. So there we have it, Alpha Christina, a very capable multiple target and single target physical option for a Dark physical team. If you are running a Dark physical team, I think that this Christina is going to be on it. She obviously is more powerful on a full Dark team. That is something that could have been a little bit better for her if she didn't have that. And you have to bear in mind that she does need to get this skill 2 up to be completely powerful, which will be a 10th action. So straight away, a few of those attacks aren't going to do quite as much damage as they will do as they ramp up. If that skill 2 was the first action she did, she would be absolutely crazy. And I will mention the PvP here with that. If that was the first action, she would probably be very good for PvP. Because it isn't, however, I don't think that she's going to have the biggest role in PvP. We could maybe test it out, but without that skill 2 up straight away, she's not going to be as good as she could have been. So she'll be very good in clan battles, she'll be very good in Deep Quest, as we have seen. And we're getting free pulls. So good luck to everybody with your free pulls on this Christina. Let me know what you think of her. Hopefully you managed to get here with them 3 pulls. I'm Tokkuri Yashi, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you all again for another video. Bye 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 bye. Hey!